Good morning. Welcome to net number 1210 of the Morning Brew on the 6th of May. This N2BH, Bill and Meyer, New York. I'll be doing the first hour along with Vicky, KE8VKY on log, and then second hour we'll turn over to L, K8BAC along with Vicky. Just some quick announcements. Tonight, 8 o'clock, open mic night. Thursday morning, 10 a.m., 20 meter net, 14.317. Friday night, 8 o'clock is youth net. And Thursday night at 8 in the Zoom room is Ask an Elmer, Be an Elmer. Just a couple other quick announcements. Our yearly Western New York meet and greet is coming up June 20th. There's information out there. There's a nice video, and make your reservations. And if you plan on coming, don't forget summer's coming. And if you want us to know who you are, check out our shop. Get your customized hats, shirts, whatever with your call signs. Let's see, we already have a whole list of text check-ins. I'll acknowledge those real quick, and then we'll take some mobiles. We have Armand, W4AEB, Roy, KA8BYU, Randall, KA2FM, Lou, KA4EPS, Ed, K4POI, Paul, KG4GOQ, Joe, N3SQR, Bob, KA4RAK, Zachary, KI6KQO, Jimmy, K9YUZ, Joe, KM4WZD, Gary, K4HBT, Charlie, NA2B, Carrie, GM5CAR, Ray, N3DQD, K4MMX, Mark, N0CKV, Wayne, KC2NJV, Vince, KR4EMM, Bill, KI4EGQ, Duck, KK4DUK, Richard, N4RSM, Chuck, W3CVE, Greg, KB3EYR, Jose, KJ5MEL, Mike, KB2UDB, Jason, 9MGW, Douglas, KR4CQD, Joe, KQ4YYN, and Steven, W3ILA. Stations only, call signs twice.
Kilo Foxtrot 6 Hotel Delta Juliet. Kilo Foxtrot 6 Hotel Delta Juliet.
KJ5 number 4 Delta 4 DES.
Whiskey 5 Golf Hotel Romeo. Whiskey 5 Golf Hotel Romeo Mobile.
KJ5 4 KJ4
Kilo Juliet 5 November Hotel. Jeremy, Conroe, Texas, mobile.
KJ5 MLZ Kilo Juliet 5 Mike Lima Zulu mobile.
W8 NJT Whiskey 8 November Juliet Tango.
Kilo Alpha 5 Golf Sierra KJ5
Kilo Charlie 0 Juliet Charlie. Kilo Charlie 0 Juliet Charlie mobile.
All right, we'll hold up there. Acknowledge this list from the top. We have Brent, KF6HDJ, Ezra, KJ5MLZ, Mark, N4DES, Brian, W5GHR, Gil, K4GDS, Steve, W8STJ, Jeremy, KJ5NHH, Nick, W8NJT, Shane, KA5GSS, and Jeff, KC0JC. If you're mobile and tried to check in, come with your call sign twice.
Kilo
Foxtrot 8, Echo Quebec Foxtrot, Kilo Foxtrot 8, Echo Quebec Foxtrot, in and out.
November Kilo, November Echo, November 6 Kilo, November Echo.
Kilo 4, Golf Lima Charlie, K4, GLC, mobile.
Okay, we'll hold up there. Acknowledge Robert. KF8 EQF was in and out. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you have a great day. Ken, N6KNE, and Gordon, K4 GLC. We'll go up top of the mobile list. Start with Brent. The question of the day is, have you ever met a celebrity?
Well, good morning, Bill, Vicky, and the rest of the net. Good question, but I can't say that I have. At least I can't think anything this morning, so I'll say no. Everybody have a great day. Happy Wednesday. KF6TJ back to net control.
Well, thanks for checking in, Brent. Hope you have a great day. Ezra, KJ5MLZ.
KJ5MLZ. Good morning to the Brew Crew. I met Steven Seagal many years ago. Steven Seagal and his wife. Back to you, net control, KJ5MLZ.
Very cool, Ezra. Have a great day. Thanks for checking in. Mark, N4DES.
Good morning, Brew Crew. We're DES, South Florida, and we're the answer to the question of the day is I'll say yes. Wasn't a celebrity, but a musician. Count Basie. Well, I was on a cruise when I was in my young teens. Back to net control, N4DES.
Very good, Mark. Hope you have a great day and appreciate you checking in. Brian, W5GHR.
Thank you for hosting that this morning, and good morning, Brew Crew. Unfortunately, I have not met any celebrities, but one day maybe. Back to you, net control, W5GH.
Very good, Brian. Have a great day. Gil, K4GDS.
Good morning, Bill. Thank you, everyone on the Brew. I've met a few along the way. I think the most memorable was Gene Kranz, White Team Flight Director for NASA. You saw the movie Apollo 13. He was portrayed in that, the guy with the white vest. Anyway, K4GDS, back to net.
Pretty cool. Gil's part of the Alpha Mike night, which is tonight, and hope everybody can join us. Steve, W8STJ.
Bill, good morning, Vicky. Good morning, everybody here in the Morning Brew. Answer for me would be yes. And I've been lucky enough to meet a couple of them at the local Comic-Con, but I think the most recent one was NASCAR driver who is from my hometown, Brad Keselowski. So with that, I will send it back to net control. This is W8STJ.
Very cool, Steve. Hope you have a great day. Appreciate you checking in. Jeremy, KJ5NHH.
At the local Comic-Con, but I think the most recent one was NASCAR driver who lives in his hometown, Brad Keselowski. So with that, I will send it back to net control. This is W8STJ.
That was weird, like some kind of delay. Sorry about that. Good morning, Brew Crew. Jeremy here, KJ5NHH. Well, to answer the question of the day, outside of myself being a celebrity, if you Google Blue Bobcat, you'll actually see it. I've actually met a good number of celebrities. I guess the most memorable one, which will keep all y'all's interest, is I actually saved Dennis Quaid from drowning in the Colorado River during a movie shoot in Bastrop, Texas. Turn it back over to that, KJ5 NHH Mobile.
Very good, Jeremy. Hope you have a great day, and sounds like quite an adventure. Nick, W8NJT.
Okay, outside of myself being a celebrity, if you Google Blue Bobcat, you'll actually see a picture of it. I've actually met a good number of celebrities. I guess the most memorable one, which will keep all y'all's interest.
We got that taken care of. Nick, W8NJT. Good morning.
All right, button works better now. W8NJT. I have met 6 different celebrities. Did not save any, though, like Jeremy. W8NJT, back to net control.
Very good, Nick. Have a great day. Shane, KA5GSS.
And this is KA5GSS. You're going to have to put me down for a no. I had never met a celebrity. Hadn't run across anybody. KA5GSS, back to net control. 7-3, everybody.
Very good, Shane. Yeah, I've only met one. That was President Clinton. Got to shake his hand out in the Hamptons on Long Island. Have a great day. Jeff, KC0JC.
Well, good morning, Brew Crew. It's a beautiful day out here in Kansas. And yeah, I actually have. When I was a young kid, we took a trip over there to Memphis, Tennessee, and there was a Memphis convention, and the Tom Wall, Catherine Buck, Duke Hazard was there. That's been many, many years ago, but thanks for having me on the net. Appreciate it. 7-3 all the way around. KC0JC out here in Mobile, Kansas.
Well, thank you for checking in, Jeff, and hope you have a great day. Ken, N6KNE.
Well, good morning from Chenalta, Colombia. Yes, I have met celebrities. I used to deliver jet fuel and avgas to private airports and terminals, and I've met a few. Just to mention a couple, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Leanne Rimes, Rusty Wallace, Greg Biffle, and quite a few NASCAR folks. And thank you for taking my check-in, and everyone have themselves a fantastic day. Ken here, N6KNE from Chenalta, Colombia.
Well, Ken, that's pretty cool. I hope you enjoy your time there in Colombia and appreciate you checking in with us. Gordon, K4DLC.
Hey, good morning. Yeah, I've met several, probably a handful of NFL and former NFL players, IHRA, NHRA racers, a couple other people, but yes, I have.
Very good, Gordon. Hope you have a great day and appreciate you stopping by. Let's see, we'll acknowledge some more text check-ins. We have Ben, KWK, Randy, W2RBC, and Elmer, KB5NJU, who's usually mobile. Good morning, Elmer.
Good morning, everyone. This is KB5NJU Mobile. Yeah, I've met a few celebrities in my time. Shook the hands of many and got to talk to a few. Have a great day, all. Happy Wednesday. It's KB5NJU Mobile, back to the net.
Well, thank you, Elmer. Drive safe, and hope you have a good day as well. All right, let's go up top. Excuse me, let's go up top of the list. Armand, W4AEB, this N2BH. Have you ever met a celebrity? W4AEB, Armand, are you with us? Yeah, might have stepped away. Let's go to Roy. Good morning.
Oh, good morning, everybody on the brew. KA8BYU. Yeah, working in airports for 10 years, I met a whole slew of them. The short list is John Elway, Donna Douglas from the Beverly Hillbillies, Billy Idol, Tony Bennett, and I could go on, but it would take up about 10 minutes in that time, so I'll go with that list. Back to you.
Very right. One of the perks of your job. Hey, have a great day. Thanks for checking in. Randall, K8UFM. K8UFM, Randall, you with us? Lou, KA4EPS.
Bill, KA4EPS here, 75 degrees in Lake Worth Beach, Florida. Yes, I'll just give you the top two that I met. So in 2016, in April of the Okeechobee Music Festival, I got to shake hands with Robert Plant, so that was pretty cool to see him still playing. And God willing, I thought he was going to have to take a wheelchair to get there, but it was and of course, I got a chance and shook hands with our governor of the state of Florida, Governor Ron DeSantis. Back to you, KA4EPS.
Very good, Lou. Hope you have a great day and appreciate checking in. Ed, K4POI.
Bill and crew and Vicky. Yeah, through volunteer work I've done over the years, I've had dozens, too many to mention. And most of them are very sociable, very nice. POI, back to the net.
Very good, Ed. Hope you have a great day. Thanks for stopping by. Paul, KG4GOQ.
Good morning, Bill, and good morning to the morning crew.
Oh, good morning, and then you started cutting out there if you want to try it again. Yeah, I might be having some problems there. Let's go to Joe, N3SQR.
Bill, Alan, Vicky, and the rest of the brew crew. It's been a while now, and the gentleman has since passed, but I've met Alan Shepard. He was the first American in space and the commander of Apollo 14 and walked on the moon. So have a great day, everyone. N3SQR, back to net.
Well, thank you, Joel. Hope your Wednesday goes well, and thanks for checking in. Bob, KA4RAK.
morning. KA4RAK. I think it's too many to mention, but yeah, it's too many to mention. But I can say my good friend is a golfer named Ernie Els from South Africa.
Very good, Bob. Hope you have a great day. Zachary, KI6KQO.
Good morning, Bill, Vicky, and the Brew Crew. I don't think I've ever met a celebrity me down for a no. Everyone have a blessed day. Back to you, Bill. KQO.
Well, thank you, Zachary. Hope your Wednesday goes well, and thanks for checking in. Jimmy, KD9YUZ.
Good morning, Bill and Al and Vicky and everybody on the Brew Crew there. No, never met a celebrity here. They normally don't come this deep into the country out here. Everybody have a great day. KD9YUZ, back to net.
Well, thank you, Jimmy. Hope you have a good day as well. Thanks for checking in. Joe, KM4WZD.
Well, hey, good morning, Bill. Good morning, Vicky. Good morning to the crew. I have been in the live entertainment industry since the mid-'80s, so yeah, I've met quite mostly musicians, some folks from film and but mostly the live performances on stage. Hey, everybody take care. Have a great Wednesday. KM4WZD, back to net.
Very good, Joe. Hope you have a good day as well. Gary, K4HBT.
Good morning, Bill, Vicky, and the rest of the Brew Crew. Put me down for a no. I've never met a celebrity. This is K4HBT, Internet Control.
No, it is, and just an FYI, you're a little hot on your audio there, little disordered. Good day. Charlie, NA2B, good morning.
Good morning, Bill. Everybody on the net, Birdie and I in Tampa Bay. God, 72 this morning. Going to have a great day. Response to the question, yeah, many times met a lot of golfers when we went to golf tournaments here and got autographs. But I think the most memorable one, met Jimmy Stewart when I was in California in the Marine Corps. Birdie got called on stage with Blue Man Group one time. And when Rick Scott was governor in Florida, we attended a ceremony where he presented each of the veterans with the Governor Veteran Service Medal, which was kind of... And on a side note, I did meet the Godfather, Vicky, and K2CMT at the Hamvention one time, HI. Have a good day. Thanks for what you do. And to that.
Yeah, those are all pretty cool. Hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for checking in. And yeah, we're starting out 47 and rainy, and I don't think we're going much higher today. Carrie, GM5CAR.
GM5CAR. Good morning, Bill, Vicky, and everybody on the Brew Crew. And the answer to the question is yes, I met the late Queen Elizabeth of England, and I think it was the Jubilee celebrations. She toured the country, and I was in the crowd, and she came over to me and spoke to me, so I was delighted. And yeah, she had such beautiful skin, is what I remember. Have a great day, everyone. 73. Catch you all again tomorrow.
Yeah, that's very cool, Carrie. Something you'll never forget, and enjoy the rest of your... Appreciate you checking in. Let's see, we got quite a list of text check-ins here yet, and we have a couple more. We have Don, W4PPX, Charles, KR4AEG, and Rod, WD8KOB. Let's take some general check-ins, and I'll kind of try to mix them together here, and new stations come with their call signs twice and try to space them out.
This is KC7FBN. KC7 FBN, Boca Raton, Florida.
KJ5 ECR, KJ4 CFM, Deltona, Florida.
Kilo Charlie WHK KE2FLO mobile in and out. Good morning.
Kilo Delta 3, Charlie X-Ray Echo. Kilo Delta 3, Charlie X-Ray Echo. Bob in Dunmore, Pennsylvania.
Kilo Charlie 3, Lima Alpha Victor. Kilo 3, Lima Alpha Victor.
All the way from Canberra, Australia, VK1JT, Victor Kilowatt 1, Juicy Tomato, John.
Victor Alpha 3, Tango Juliet, VA3, K.
Victor Alpha 3, Yankee Bravo Sierra. Victor Alpha 3, Yankee Bravo Sierra.
All right, let's hold up here. Pretty good list. From top down, we'll acknowledge Rob, KC7BN, looks like you're mobile. Robert, KJ4ZFM. Walter, KJ5UGR. Tim, VE3TGN. Daryl, CZX. Bill, W8WHK. Mike, KE2FLO is in and out. Thank you for stopping by. We have Bob in the mobile, KD3C, KC3LAV, John, VK1JT, Jinzik, VA3KTJ, David, AA2P was in and out. Thank you for stopping by. And we have Bill, VA3YBS. Let's take our mobile. See, question of the day is, have you ever met a celebrity? Let's go to Rob, KC7FBN.
Well, good morning, Net Control and all those reading the mail. You know, interestingly enough, I never have met a celebrity, as far as I know. There's many celebrities I would have liked to have met, but that was a teenage thing, I guess. Anyway, 7-3 to all. It's 79 degrees here in South Florida. This is KC7FBN.
Very good, Rob. Hope you have a great day and appreciate it. Let's go to Bob, KD3CXE.
Good morning, Brew Crew. This is Bob, KD3CXE out of Dunmore, Pennsylvania. Currently about 60 degrees outside, cloudy. We're supposed to get some rain throughout the day, so I don't see it going up higher. I used to work at a resort up in the Poconos of northeastern Pennsylvania and got to meet multiple celebrities. Musicians, comedians, actors, you name it, we've had them come through there. So you run down the list, it takes quite a bit. But yes, I have met several celebrities. I just hope everyone had a great day. 73, KD3CX, back to Net Control.
Thank you, Bob. That's pretty cool, and hope you enjoy your day. Thanks for checking in. We have a couple more text check-ins. We have Chris, KF8EO, Frank, KC9GNQ, Bill, KI5, and Mike, KCAN. Let's go up to, where am I here? Robert, KJ4, is that up? Good morning.
Wow, good morning out there to the crew, everybody out there. I hope everybody's best morning so far. And the last gentleman that just made that comment about meeting celebrities up in the Pocono Mountains, exactly where I met quite a few celebrities up in the Pocono Mountains of Pennsylvania. KJ4 ZFM. Everyone have a blessed day. Stay safe.
Thank you, Ron. Hope you have a good day as well. Appreciate you stopping by. Walter, KJ5WGR.
Good morning, everyone. I'm going to just go ahead. No, I have not met a celebrity because I'm not going to count political figure and I'm not going to count just local people. So there you go. No, everyone have a great day. Take care and back to net control.
Very good, Walter. Hope you have a good day yourself and appreciate you checking in. Tim, VE3TGN.
Vicky and everybody on the brew there. Well, I didn't meet Celine Dion, but I did. I went to her concert where they had her Windsor at Windsor Casino there. But definitely, I would say no. I didn't meet her personally, but definitely listen to her sing there at the casino there in Windsor there. So have a good night, 73 to all, and take care, and good to see you, V3TG in Windsor.
Well, thank you, Tim. Hope you have a good day as well. Always good to hear from you. Daryl, KC5C.
Well, good morning to everybody on the brew. And yes, I've met quite a few. One was even in the Los Angeles airport bathroom. Purely by mistake, I ran across Mr. Carlson from WARP in Cincinnati. I can't remember his name, but that was his character. So back to net, KC5CZX.
Very good, Daryl. I never know where you're going to run into somebody. Have a great day. Bill, W8WHK, good morning.
Well, good morning. It's 68 degrees here and clear. Going to be a day. Bright. She was not, I met one, well, I met more, but I met one. She was not a celebrity at the time. Wife and I were at a New Year's Eve party with some friends, and we met Aaron Costello, who is a singer and a musician from the Maritimes area of Canada. And it was, she was just a kid at the time, practically, and it was interesting. And I always try to find her music, but we don't live in Canada, so it's a little bit harder. She's a relatively, what would I say, a celebrity. She is a celebrity. Okay, back to you. This is W8WHK73s, and back to net control. Everybody have a great day.
Well, thank you, Bill. Hope you guys have a good day and appreciate you checking in. Mike, KC3LAV. KC3LAV, Mike, you with us? Yeah, nothing heard. Let's go to John, VK1JT.
Yes, good morning, Vicky. Brew Crew, good morning, listeners. I worked in commercial broadcasting for a while, and I met famous and well-known people throughout my working life. And while working at the radio station, I came across Billy Connolly down the way and ended up buying a McDonald's down at the local Macca store. He likes his fillet of fish like I do, but my most memorable famous person that I ever met was Kate Moss. Now, this was about a couple of months before she went over to England and then got a big start and on a catwalk, whatever. And I was at Kinsella's nightclub in Sydney, and I bought ecstasy from her. Back to you, VK1JT.
Very good, John. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and appreciate you checking in. Jinzik, VA3KTJ.
Good morning, Bill, Vicky, and everyone on the net. This is VA3KTJ. Put me down for no column. I have never met any celebrity. Good day, everyone. That's net control. This is VA3KTJ.
Very good, Jinzik. Hope you have a good day, and thank you for checking in. Bill, VA3YBS.
Good morning, Bill, and everybody on the net this morning. I've met a couple of Canadian prime ministers, if they count as celebrities, but other than that, I would have to say. Anyway, thanks for doing the net this morning, VA3YBS.
We'll put you in the yes column. Hope you have a great day. Thanks for checking in. Let's go back up the list here. Ray, N3DQD. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Bill, Vicky, the rest of the net in there this morning. N3DQD here. Yes, I have a few celebrities. Ronnie Millsap and Jerry Matters, who was the Beaver, but also meet a lot of the and Steelers who would come to our school when I was in school. Back to N3DQD.
Very good, Ray. Hope you have a great day. Thanks for checking in. Craig, K4MMX.
Good morning, everyone. Well, I've met quite a few celebrities back when I used to do the lighting, former career way back when in my 20s. Most notably, Grace Jones, RuPaul, if you remember that, and also the comedian Carrot Top. Those are the most notable ones. K4MMX, back to net.
Very good, Craig. Hope you have a great day and appreciate you checking in. Mark, N0CKV.
Morning, Bill, Vicky, Al, the rest of the Brew Crew, everybody else on the net. Yes, I've met a in my lifetime. Everybody have a great Wednesday and a great week. 0CKV, back to net.
Yeah, thank you, Mark. Hope you have a good day as well and appreciate you stopping by. Wayne, KC2NJV, good morning.
Good morning, Bill. KC2NJV here. I was sort of in the celebrity game for many years. So, two divergently different people that I had conversations with. David Bowie, a very nice gentleman. And, the crazy basketball player. I had his name in my head the other day. The Korean strongman was a nice kid before he turned absolutely crazy. The most pretty person I didn't really meet but walked across because I'm in the city was Kim Basinger. Was absolutely gorgeous.
Have a great day.
Very good, Wayne. I think you're talking about Dennis Rodman. Have a great day. Vince, KR4EMM.
Good morning, Bill. Good morning, Vicky. Everybody on the crew. Yeah, I've been up to meet a bunch over the years. Mostly when I worked in New York City, my contacts in commercial real estate, I got invited to a lot of functions, had dinner, drinks with people in the entertainment industry, music, movies, and sports figures. So yeah, great. Most memorable, I used to hang out with Whitey Ford in his later days. He lived in a condominium right next door, and I used to have a couple of beers with him in a gin mill, local gin mill, on Sunday mornings. Nice guy. Anyway, God rest his soul. This is 4EMM. Back to you, Bill. Thank you.
That's pretty cool, Vince. Hope you have a great day and appreciate you checking. This N2BH along with Vicky, KE8VKY on Dogs. Just some quick announcements. Tonight, 8 o'clock, open mic night. Tomorrow, Thursday, 10 a.m., 20 meter at 14.317. Thursday night, Zoom room, 8 o'clock. Ask an Elmer, be an Elmer. And Friday night, 8 o'clock is the Youth Net. Let's go to Bill for EGQ.
Good morning, Bill and Vicky, Brew Crewers. Yeah, I'd met several over the years. I'd spent most of my career as a TV news cameraman, so I knew a lot of people. Among my favorites were King Abdullah II of Jordan, a really nice gentleman. Had met Jimmy Carter and Gerald Ford, and worked at the airport in Santa Barbara when I was going to school when President Reagan was in office. I had met quite a number of actors and cabinet members at the time, and have two books from Air Force 1, 2, and Marine 1, and but I think met several rock stars. Had a really nice guy was Jerry Garcia, from the Grateful Dead, and met John Bon Jovi once. Really nice guys. And let's see who, but I think my favorite was we were on a boat trip around the United States and happened to be at just say on the East Coast at a Celtic festival, Highland Games type thing, and turned around at a food truck, and well, by gosh, there was Jonathan Frakes, the actor who played Commander Riker on Star Trek, and we had a real nice conversation. Really nice guy. So everybody have a good day. KI4ET. Oh, well, one other thing, since we're talking about radio, was on a Cessna once flying from Norfolk to Atlanta, and got to say hello to Air Force One on the radio. That was pretty cool. Made a logbook entry. KI4EGQ.
Very good, Bill. A lot of interest. Hope you have a great day. Duck, KK4DUK.
Good morning. This is KK4DUK. This is Duck out of Lake City, Florida. The answer is yes. I have met several celebrities. Most notable to me, Andre the Giant, Dog, both wrestlers. Herschel Walker and Luther Vandross. Before he made it big, he was a singer, but he had not made it big just as yet. Those are four right off the top of my head. Just thank you. Excellent question today, as usual. This is KK4DUK. This is Duck 73s. Everyone, turn it back over to net control.
Very good, Duck. Hope you have a great day and appreciate you checking in. Richard, N4RSM.
Good morning to everyone on the Brew Crew. I once treated Johnny Cash for a dental abscess when I was a resident in Cincinnati, and he was filming a movie at Cincinnati Children's Hospital. Pretty nice fellow.
Very cool, Richard. Have a great day. Chuck, W3CVE, good morning.
Good morning, Bill, Vicky, and everybody on the brew. The one I can remember would be Mel Blunt of the Steelers there. Have a great day, Bill, W3CVE.
Thank you, Chuck. Hope you have a good day as well. Greg, KB3EYR.
Good morning, Bill, and Vicky, and Al, and everybody on the brew crew this morning. This is KB3EYR, and you can put me in the yes column. Seen a few off in the distance, but one that sticks out was working a show up in Reading, and Arlie Dermy was there, and he went around and thanked everybody that was volunteering at the show. So it was nice to meet him. Have a great day. Back to net control.
Thank you, Greg. Hope your day goes well, and appreciate you stopping by. Jose, KJ5MEL.
Good morning, Vicky, Bill. The morning. I have to go down with a no on this one. Great morning, great day for all of you and all of our morning brewers out there. Bless you all. Back to net control.
Thank you, Jose. Hope you have a good day as well. Mike, KB2UDB.
Good morning, Vicky, Bill, and everybody else on the net. Yes, two people, Repa McIntyre and Arthur Ponzarelli, which was Henry Winkler back in the day. When I was a knee-headed grasshopper, I met all the guys from Harlem Globetrotters when I went to one of their... So that would be a yes. Thanks for the net. We'll talk to you later. This is KB2UDB, back to net.
Very good, Mike. Good to see you in the Zoom room, and hope to see you at breakfast this weekend. Jason, KD9MGW.
9MGW. I used to work at a private country, so deal with a lot of Chicago Bears players, Cubs, White Sox, and all. I never got to meet any of them. They had me in the back, but I did make a lot of them dinner. This is KD9MGW, back to net.
Very good, Jason. Yeah, it's too bad they don't bring the people up from behind the scenes for a while to meet some of the people. But have a great day. Douglas, CQD. KR4 CQD. Douglas, you with us? Let's go to Joe, KQ4, YY. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Mr. Bill, Miss Vicky. Hope you're having a great morning. Good morning to my father out there. This is B2JPQ. I'm his, not my friend, I'm his friend. Anyway, yes, I have. I've met all the famous country stars I think of, except for Kenny Rogers. Used to be a place in South Georgia called Holiday Beach, and all the big name country stars, Dolly Parton, Porter Wagner, Loretta Lynn, all of them, Billy Craddock, excuse me, Charlie Pride, Marty Robbins. Marty Robbins, I met him about 6 months or a year before he passed away. The last person met was Faith Ford, because I used to do the movies around Atlanta. They wouldn't let me talk, but I would let me do some extra work. So Faith Ford was a really nice, genuine person, really nice. Great respect for her. The one I disliked the most that I met one time briefly was the name out, but his actor's name was John Boy. When they say good night, John Boy, he's oh, good Lord, I can't. No, I don't. We don't do anything with he's in it. No. But anyway, saying that now, I would help him if he was in trouble. I'd help the guy. But as far as watching anything he's in and spending money, no sirree, buddy, sure wouldn't do it. W5CO, my good friend Dickie Woods out there in Texas, band retired from law enforcement, and which I've not met him in person, but I will. But we talk quite a bit on the radio. And this one to me is my wife, and that's the list I'm going with. KQ4 Wawa N. Sorry to take up so much time. I should have just said yes and let it be done at that, but I didn't. I apologize to everyone. 3 KQ4 Wawa N. Joe in Georgia.
No problem, Joe. Hope you have a good day and appreciate you checking in. Stephen, WB3I.
I would say yes, but nobody real high profile going into taking the time up there to go over through all that. But anyway, you can put me down as a yes. Everybody, including yourself, have a great day. E3LA, back to that.
Well, thank you, Stephen. Hope you enjoy your day and appreciate you checking in. This N2B8 and K8BWK.
Good morning, Bill. Here, I thought maybe you forgot about me. Wow, what a long list already this morning. Yes, sir. I have to say, we met Eddie Money back in the early 80s. Thanksgiving morning, we realized that we were sitting next to the whole band. And then famous Jamie Farr from Toledo. And, of course, many politicians. And can't forget Dick. Met Dick for the time about 3-4 years already. How time flies. Everyone have a great Wednesday already. Thanks, Bill. K8BWK.
Ben, hope you guys are having a good time. And yeah, man, we've got 49 text chats and trying to find a good balance and yeah, taking time to list today. Randy, W2RBC, another one of our team members. Good morning.
Good morning, Dickie and everybody on the Morning Brew. Yes, I met a few celebrities. The most notable was Michael Collins, the command module pilot for Apollo 11. Back to net control, 73 to all, W2RBC.
Yeah, very good, Randy. Hope you have a good day, and I'm sure we'll talk to you later. Gary, N8ZFH.
Good morning, Bill, Vicky, and the crew. And I would have to say Trevor Rosen. He's one of the founding members of the band Old Dominion, and we are friends with his family. And I'm surprised nobody has been Joe Walsh yet to meet him. NHFH, back to that.
Very good. Yeah, fellow Ham. Pretty interesting guy. Would be nice to meet him. Have a great day. Don, W4PPX.
Good morning, Brew Crew, everybody on it. Yeah, put me down for a yes. I met Governor Dewey when I was 10 years old, hanging out at a place that was building a bridge across the Susquehanna River in New York State. I used to hang out with all the crew down there, and they kind of adopted me as a mascot. So when they dedicated it and he was down there, they put me right up in the front. 7-3, hope everybody has a good day. W4 PPX clear.
Very good, Don. Hope you have a good day as well, and thanks for checking in. Charles, KR4AEG.
On the crew. I'm going to be a no for celebrities, not being celebrities. Nick.
Very good, Charles. Hope you have a great day and appreciate you stopping by. Rod, WD8KOB. Morning.
This is WD8KOB. Morning, Ned. Hope everybody's having a good hump day. It's Wednesday. How about that? Anyway, it's raining here in West Virginia finally, so one of those days. Well, my answer to the question is yes, I have. You guys have a great day. WD8KOB.
Very good, Rod. And yeah, it's raining here again. It's going to rain for the next few days, I guess. Have a great day. Let's see if Mike is with us. KC3LAV.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you for waiting for me. KC3LAV, Mike in Warwick Township, County, Pennsylvania. Beautiful, rainy morning here. Yes, we will say several celebrities. One of my favorite was Cliff Robertson. Met him doing summer in Hyde Park, New York. And my grandfather was a celebrity. He invented bubblegum. KC3LAV, we're back to net.
That's pretty cool, Mike. And figured we had a problem, so we come back to you, and hope you have a great day. Let's go to another Mike, K6AAN. Good morning.
Well, good morning, Bill, Vicki, and everybody on the brew crew. 53 degrees and nice, fair morning here in Valley Springs. As far as celebrities and politicians and stuff, no, never have met any of them. Been around a few as part of the job, but never got to meet them. Back to net control. Everyone have a good day. This is AAN.
Thank you, Mike. Hope you have a good day as well. Let me acknowledge the text check-ins that we've gotten here. We have Frank, KC9GNQ, Chris, KF8EGO, Jim, NWQ, Norm, NY1UN, Bob, KC2JZE, Ariel, W4RHC, Elton, KA4JAZ, Mike, N8HLN, Peter, W2PMS, and Jeff, KE8SMN. Let's go to Bill, KA5PMI. Good morning.
Good morning, Bill, everybody on the brew. No, never met anybody. Hope everybody has a great day. KI5PMI, back in it.
Well, thank you, Bill. Hope your Wednesday goes well. Appreciate you checking in. Frank, KC9GNQ. KC9JNQ or GNQ with us. Nothing heard. Let's go to Chris, KF8EGO.
Hello, good morning. Yeah, Chris, KF8EGO. I guess I'd have to say yes. My roommate in college played basketball for the UNLV rep. On that team's, was one of the stars for the Dallas Mavericks at the time, so I got to couple NBA players, but other than that, no other big celebrities. So send it back to net, KF8EGO. Thanks.
Pretty good, Chris. Checking in. I'd like to thank everybody for checking in with me this morning. This N2BH, that'll do it for me. We'll turn it over to Al, K8BAC, and he'll run the rest of the list. It's all yours, Al.
Well, thank you, Bill. Good morning, everybody. This is Al, K8BAC, along with Vicky, K8PKY. We're in the middle of the week already. Yay. We're going to pick up where Bill left off and just go right down these text check-ins. Next up is NW4Q, Mr. Jim, down in Murphy, Tennessee. Question of the day, have you ever met a celebrity? Good morning, Jim. NW4Q. Jim, are you with us this morning? NW4Q, you hear us? All right. How about NY1US, South Wales? Are you with us today?
Hello, Bill and Vicky and everybody on the Brew Crew this morning. And I personally met Jim Boeheim, the coaches for university basketball. He came to the high school I worked at and watched his son playing in a basketball tournament. But the real interesting person is my wife, who knew Corey Wells, who was the lead singer of Three Dog Night. She knew him when he lived in Buffalo in the neighborhood. He was Emil Lewandowski, his real name. And her cousin was in his band called The Enemies, and they went out to California to seek fame and fortune, and they ended up on a Beverly Hillbillies show. They were in a Paul Newman movie too. So, UL NY1US.
All righty, we got you down for yes. Thanks, Norm. Have a great day. KC2JE Bob in Hamburg. Good morning.
Good morning, Tom. I guess I've met several celebrities, professional race car drivers, professional athletes, and actually had lunch with a well-country music singer. Back to that, KC2 and JZ.
All righty, thank you, Bob. Have a great day. Next up, W4RHC, Ariel in Alachua, Florida. Good morning, Ariel.
Good morning there. I guess something was coming through. Good morning to all. This is Whiskey 4, Romeo Hotel Charlie in the mobile I-75, almost closer to Ocala now. And yes, I did work for a very famous Spanish nightclub down in Miami, where I got a chance to meet a lot of the famous Spanish bands down there. But as we speak, I'm heading down to Ocala, where John Travolta lives, and I'll be very close to his house. Maybe he'd give me a ride on his planes. Who knows? And I also play in a band, so every time we get in the stage, at least we consider ourselves celebrities. Good morning to all. This is for Romeo Hotel 75, Ocala, Florida. 73 guys.
All righty, thank you, Ariel. Yeah, I see you in the Zoom room behind that drum set. That's a great picture. That little that shirt you're wearing. What is that? The Punisher shirt? Looks like. KA4JAZ Alton, Midlothian, Virginia. Good morning.
Good morning, Al, and Miss Vicky, and the Godfather sitting in the background. Yes. The quick answer is yes. In fact, James him in the late 70s, Augusta. I was flying into Fort Gordon, and he was flying out somewhere, and I did meet him, shook his hand. And another one, I don't know if I call meeting him, but when I was in China, and the previous president came to Chengdu, and I was in that city, and in the crowd, and I yelled because him and I are from the same state of Delaware. But I yelled out, "Yo, homeboy!" And he looked up, and he did give me a hand raise. So there you go. Back to net control, KA4JAZ.
All righty, thank you, sir. Have a great morning. Let's go to Mike in Grosse Pointe, Michigan, N8HLN. Good morning, Mike. N8HLN, Mike, are you with us? All right, here nothing. Let's go to W2PMS Peter, Cortland, New York. Good morning.
Good morning, Al and Vicky and everybody on the brew. I used to work at studios, so got went to one of his solo shows and got to meet him after the show. Very nice, down-to-earth guy, but yeah, that's really the only one that I can recall. It's quite a fun time in radio. I kind of wish now that I had used connections more to meet more, rock bands. But Rick Emmett was the only one. W2PMS, back to net.
All righty, thank you, sir. Have a great morning. KE8SMN, Jeff in Rochester Hills, Michigan. Good morning.
Good morning, Al, Vicky, everyone on the brew. This is KE8SMN. Put me as a yes. I got meet and greet tickets at Pine Knob concerts for the Beach Boys and met Bruce Johnson, which is cool. KE8SMN, back to net.
Jeff, if you saw the Beach Boys at Pine Knob, there's a really good likelihood that my wife and I were probably in the audience too, because she loves the Beach Boys, and for several years, every time they go there, we would go. So, next up, KR4HMR, Jesse, Easley, South Carolina. Good morning.
Good morning. No, I have not met any famous people. I've seen a few out in public, places like airports and things like that, but I have never met any of them. Back to net.
All righty, we got you down as a nope. We got a whole long list of more text check-ins coming through. N8HLN, Mike's back with us. We got N4BEX, Rebecca in Millington, Texas. KO4QMM, one of our team members, Roger, in Umatilla, Florida. W5DBS, David in Houston, Texas. K8UFM, Randall, Brownstown Township, Michigan. K2IV, Kevin, Syracuse, New York. WB8ODF, Dave in Ypsilanti, Michigan. KQ, Bob in Ecorse, Michigan. Let's take some regular check-ins on top of that. Anybody, anywhere, come with your call signs twice and slowly.
Kilo Charlie 2, Uniform Victor Quebec. Kilo Charlie 2, Uniform Victor.
KF4ONH, Kilo, Foxtrot 4, Foxtrot November Hotel, Paul, Gainesville, Florida.
Kilo 73, Charlie Foxtrot, Alpha 3, Charlie Romeo Foxtrot Pedestrian Mobile.
3, Foxtrot Golf Delta. Kilo, Charlie 3, Foxtrot Golf Delta.
Alrighty, we'll hold it up right there. Adding to the list, we've got KC3FGD Ray in Town, Pennsylvania. We got VWP Mike, South Ogden, Utah. We got VA3 ERF Vern in Waterdown, Ontario, out for his walkabout this morning. KF4ONH Paul in Gainesville, Florida. And KC2 UVQ Phil in Valley Streams, New York. Just a reminder, question of the day, have you ever met a celebrity? Let's get Vern while he's out on his walkabout. VA3 CRF. Good morning, Vern.
Good morning, Al and Vicky and everybody on the net. Thanks for picking me up. 42 degrees up here in Waterdown, light rain falling. It's going to be an overcast day, but that's all right. The grass needs the water. Yeah, I have met some celebrities. I worked at Queen's Park, which is the provincial capital, so met a lot of different politicians at different levels, former prime ministers, premiers, which are like state governors. Probably the most memorable, not political, is Dave Broadfoot, a Canadian comedian. Had a nice chat with him one day when I was out walking around, what a surprise, on my lunch hour. And aspirationally, a person I would really like to meet is Michael Palin from the Monty Python's Flying Circus. And if you haven't seen any of his travel videos, they're wonderful. Al, thanks for doing it. Hope everyone has a great day. VA3 CRS.
Alrighty, thank you, Vern. I don't know, man. If I met anybody from Monty Python, I would probably fangirl, probably enormously. Thanks for checking in this morning. Alrighty, let's jump up to the top of this list and let's get our buddy Bob in Ecorse, Michigan, KQ8U. Good morning, Bob.
Morning, Al, Vicky. Yeah, once, actually, we have a member of our car club, Rick Steffers. He was a founding member of the Frigid Pink. He's actually a member of the club. I met Martha Reeves one time at a nightclub down in the next city, and I used to work with Sam Williams, that played with the Fearsome Foursome and the Detroit Lions of the 60s. There's other ones when I think about it. That's what comes to mind. It's a great day. KQ8U, back to that.
Alrighty, Bob. Have yourself a great day. Let's go to WB8 ODF Dave over in Ypsilanti, Michigan. Good morning, Dave.
Good morning, Al and Vicky and Bill. And yes, I've met, his name is Dick, WB2JPQ. He's a rather known celebrity. I had the privilege of meeting him a couple of times. I met Shaka Khan. I had the pleasure of introducing her live on stage, and she came up to me and said, "It's Shaka Khan when you introduce me, not Rufus and Shaka Khan." And I said, "Yeah, I know you guys aren't together anymore. Very Ike and Tina Turner of you." So the answer is yes for me. WB8ODF.
All right, thank you, Dave. Have yourself a great day. Next up, K2IV, Kevin, Syracuse, New York. Good morning, Kevin.
And a very, very, very good morning, Al and Vicky and the rest of the Brew crew. And, I'm giggling to myself. We're showing our ages, a lot of us, when we talk about these people, especially rock bands and so forth. Definitely 60s we all grew up in the 60s. I loved the comment of The Godfather. I had the privilege of working with Dick for more than 30 years with the power company, and that was a great experience. But I'm going to have to say no to the list. I've led a sheltered life and not met anybody I would really qualify as somebody special. I'll put it that way. Everybody have a great rest of your day. I'm on my way to Albany in the rain from K2IV Mobile.
Alrighty. Well, we got you down for it, no then. And Dick is a rock star, so I guess we could all say yes on this. K8UFM, Randall in Brownstown.
Good morning, Al. Good morning, Vicky. Good morning, Bill, and the rest of the Brew Crew. Yes, the drummer to the Rolling Stones. With that said, this is K8UFM, back to net control. Everyone have an outstanding Wednesday.
Alrighty. Got you down for a yes. How about W5, DBS David in Houston, Texas? Good morning.
Great big Texas howdy to everybody this morning. I've met a lot of celebrities over the years as a volunteer and as a performer. One of my favorites was John Denver. He was a close friend. A whole bunch of love. Met several presidents. Just been very, very fortunate. And I noticed Miss Vicky's got somebody just helping her with the log. We had legs that jumped up there on her desk at one time. Kind of fun. So back to the net. Thank you.
Alrighty, thank you, David. Good seeing you in the Zoom room this morning. Next up, one of our team members, Roger, in Umatilla, Florida. Net controller for our 20-meter net coming up tomorrow. KO4QMM. Good morning, Roger.
Good morning, Al, Vicky, and the Brew Crew. You can put me down for a yes. I had a really good meet and greet with the American Chopper guys back when they were very popular. And the latest person I met was Spray Wax Sam. Guy's like 80 years old, a buddy of Cletus McFarland. Millions of people know him. Got a good picture, got to meet with him and talk to him. Back to you, Al. KO4QMM clear.
All right, thank you, Roger. Have yourself a great day. Let's go to, oh boy, this isn't going well. Hang on. All right. Apparently, touchscreen computers do not like radios being set off next to them. I just had a whole bunch of windows pop up. Let's go to N4BEX Rebecca, Millington, Tennessee. Have you ever met a celebrity?
Good morning, Al, Bill, Vicky, and Vicky, I forgot to say good morning to you yesterday. I didn't know you were there. Good morning to everybody on the Brew Crew. This is N4BEX. This is Rebecca. Yes, I was a master electrician for a local theater here, Bartlett Performing Arts Conference Center. So I got to meet a lot of comedians and performers, film and TV stars, things like that. And all of them were pretty nice. There was only a few that were kind of, stuck up, but most of them were all pretty normal folks. I think Vince Gill was probably my favorite. But yes, so I have. Good morning, everybody, and this is N4BEX, back to net control.
All righty, thank you, Rebecca. I have found the same thing. I've met a whole lot of famous people, and most of them are pretty down to earth, but there's a couple of them who really need to go home and look in the mirror, consider themselves. Next up, N8HLN, Mike in Grosse Pointe, Michigan. He's back with us. Good morning, Mike.
Yeah, good morning, Al, Vicky. And thanks for taking my recheck. Typical glitch here, where it's 45 degrees in the backyard and partly blue skies. Answer to the question is yes. A couple come to mind. One was Ringo Starr. We hit him backstage at Pine Knob. Had our picture taken with him. And second one would be Detroit hockey legend Gordie Howe. Had my picture taken with him at a charity golf outing. So there you go. My excitement in life. N8HLN, clear.
All righty, thank you, Mike. Next up, KC2 UVQ, Phil in Valley Stream, New York. Morning, Phil.
All on the morning brew. Yes, I met Bill Cosby while I was refueling his aircraft at Field. KC2 UVQ.
All right, thank you, Bill. Have a great day. KF4ONH, Paul in Gainesville, Florida. Good morning, Paul.
Good morning. Yes, I've met a couple people, Patsy Lynn, Loretta Lynn's daughter, and President Bush's brother, Jeb Bush. I met those two. And he became famous, Tom Petty, the Heartbreakers. So those are the people I've come across there. This is Paul, KF4ONH in Gainesville, Florida. Thanks for getting me aboard. You're doing a great job. Appreciate it. I'll say 73.
All righty. We got you down as a yes. Thank you, Paul. Have a great day. Let's jump down to K7 VWP Mike in South Ogden, Utah. Good morning, Mike.
Morning, this is K7 VWP, and good morning to everybody. I have seen a whole lot of celebrities out in the wild, but I think the only one I've ever talked to was the Lieutenant Governor of Illinois back in the 80s. That was it for me. So, K7 VWP, 73's everybody, back to net.
All right, thank you, Mike. Have a great day. Up in Elizabethtown, Pennsylvania, KC3FGD. Good morning, Ray.
Hey, good morning, Al. Vicky, everyone on the brew. Little light rain in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. The gardens were a little dry, so hopefully this helps. Negative to your question, however, a little side note here. Jack Nicholson graduated from my high school 1954, and I entered the high school in 55, so just missed knowing him. KC3FGD, back to net.
Alrighty, thank you, Ray. Have a great day. We got more text check-ins. We got N1 CBM, Carlos in Hollywood, Florida. AB4KT, Kenneth in the building, Florida. KC2JPQ, Frank in Lancaster, New York. K4KU, Jason, Atlanta, Georgia. And we got KD3AJN, Anna in Beaver, Pennsylvania. Let's head on to that list. Anybody, anywhere, come with your call signs twice and slowly.
WB4RON. WB4RON.
Whiskey 5, Whiskey Lima Hotel. Whiskey 5, Whiskey Lima Hotel.
November 3, Mike Delta Charlie. November 3, Mike Delta Charlie.
Kilo 5, Yankee November uniform, K5, YNU, Mobile.
Kilowatt 8, Sierra Papa Yankee.
November 4, Romeo Hotel Echo. November 4, Romeo Hotel Echo.
Kilo India 5, Zulu Oscar, Kilo India 5, Golf Zulu Oscar, in and out.
K2AP. K2AP.
Whiskey 0. Whiskey 0, Quebec Golf, in and out.
K82IWN, K82IWN.
Kilo, Quebec 4, Oscar, Romeo Kilo, KQ4, ORK, in the mobile.
Zero GUF. 0 GUF. KR4 KVE, that's Kilo Romeo. Excuse me, Kilo Romeo 4 Kilo Victor Echo.
Now, there's a list right there. All right. First of all, acknowledging our in and out stations, we got W0QT Devon, Austin, Texas, and we got KI5GZO Ryan, Lake Charles, Louisiana. Thanks for checking in this morning, guys. Have yourselves a great day. From the bottom up, we got KR4 KVE James in Kissimmee, Florida, KB0GU up John, South St. Paul, Minnesota, KQ4ORK Barry in Apopka, Florida. We got KD2IWN Tim in Hamburg, K2AP Joe, East Islip, New York. N4RHE Roger over in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. We got K8SPY Scott in Rochester, New York. He's mobile, along with K5YNU Florin in Conroe, Texas. He's mobile as well. We got NW3U David in Garner, North Carolina. We got N3MDC Michael in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. He's W5WLH Lee, Wimberley, Texas. And WRON Ron, Niagara Falls, New York. All right, had to reset my button pressing thumb. Let's do our mobile stations. Have you ever met a celebrity is our question of the day. Let's go to N3, MDC Michael in Winston-Salem. Michael.
Good morning. I got to make it quick because I've got some possible thunderstorms that are going to be coming in my area soon. So that means I'm going to have some lightning in the area, so I got to get Luca One, get back to my house, so I got to make this quick. Yes, I have. I met, Al, I met everybody here in the Brew Crew. You know, I'm a diehard race fan. I met Austin Dillon when he won the Daytona 500. My brother-in-law set that up for me, so I met Austin Dillon when he won the Daytona 500. So back to you, Al, in 3.
All right, thank you, Michael. Careful out in them thunderstorms, sir. Have a good day. Next up, Florin in Conroe, Texas, K5YNU. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Al. Everyone on the Morning Brew Crew. I have a couple of them. Back to the net control. Everyone have a blast day. K5YNU mobile.
Florin, take care, buddy. K8SPY Scott in Rochester, New York. Good morning.
Good morning, crew. Being in the medical field, yes, I have met a few of them. Good, some bad. The answer is yes. 7-3, have a great day, and back to the net.
All right, thanks, sir. Have a great day. KQ4ORK Barry in Apopka. You're usually mobile. Have you ever met a celebrity? Good morning.
Good morning and a happy hump day to everybody on the crew. Thanks for picking me up. Over the years, I've got a lot of friends that are audio and sound engineers, so I've met a lot of musicians, also growing up in New York, actors and actresses. I'd have to say Carlos Santana and Frank Zappa, Stony Brook University in the late 70s concert were my favorite. Hope everybody has a great day. Back to net control, 784 ORK in the mobile.
All righty, that's what I thought. Thank you, Barry. Have a great day, sir. All right, let's jump up to the top of the list and go to Anna, Beaver, Pennsylvania, KD3AJN. Good morning, Anna. KD3AJN. Good morning, Anna. You with us?
morning, Al, and everyone else on the net this morning. Yes, I have met several of the Pittsburgh Steelers and several of the Pittsburgh Pirates when I was a kid. Everyone have a great day. KD3HAN.
All righty, thank you, Anna. Have yourself a wonderful day. K4KU, Jason in Atlanta, Georgia, you're up next. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Al and Vicky. This is Jason from Sao Paulo, Brazil today. Have met a couple of people, Mark Crunch Labs and Massimo Banzi, founder of Arduino. Have a great day, everyone. This is K4KU, back to net.
All righty, thank you, Jason. Have a great day. KC2, JPQ, Frank, good morning.
Good morning, Al and Vicky and everybody on the brew. Yes, I've met a couple of celebrities. And Tim Bender was a snowmobile champion. And Mark Maddox, Buffalo Bills. And not much going on today, Al. Just a little rainy day over here. I'm going to say 7-3, and that KC2JPQ.
All right, thank you, Frank. Have a great day, sir. Next up, AB4KT, Kenneth, in the Villages, Florida. Good morning, Kenneth.
Good morning to everybody. AB4KT. Yeah, I'm retired firefighter paramedic in Las Vegas, and I've met tons of celebrities. I've been in some of their houses. I've run calls to exclusive rooms in hotels that the public can't go to where celebrities party. I've worked ringside at many heavyweight championships where all the celebrities are. I've followed around political motorcades, including the president, vice president. So, yeah, the answer is yes.
All righty. Got you down as yes. Have a great day, Kenneth. N1CBM, Carlos. Good morning.
Good morning now, Vicky and everybody else. 71 and high clouds in Orlando. And yes, I have met a few during my career, most notably Gary Sinise. He's known by playing the Lieutenant Dan in the movie Forrest Gump, and Ken Madley in Apollo 13. Back to you, Al. Everyone have a great Wednesday.
All righty. Yeah, that's a good one right there. Have a great day, Carlos. WB4RON, Ron in Niagara Falls. Good morning.
Hello, Vicky. WB4RON. I'll say yes to that. Johnny Carson back in '85 at the MYL plant on Elmwood Avenue in Buffalo. So I'm going to say he's the biggest out of the three that I've met. WB4RON, back to net.
All righty. Got you down for yes. Let's jump down to W5WLH, Lee in Wimberley, Texas. Good morning.
Good morning. Yes, I have. My dad's always been in a band, so I've met quite a few different musicians, notably the entire band of ZZ Top, all the guys there. I met them at a young age. And President Bush, W5WLH, back to net control.
All right, we got you down for yes. Have a great day. David in Garner, North Carolina, NW3U, good morning.
NW3U, good morning, everybody out there. Hope that finds everybody well. Yeah, I have met some people, kind of a limited audience, but when I was up in Alaska, I met several of the World Championship dog sled racers. Told them my snow machine in preparation for the big race, and went to parties with them. Met the governor of North Carolina, Alaska, and some of the others at the time was up there. So it's kind of a limited group, but I have met some folks up there. So 73s, everybody have a good day. We'll try to be here tomorrow. NW3.
All right, thank you, David. Have a great day. Next up, N4RHE. Good morning.
KAPAC, good morning, Al. We're across the field. Sound good. November 4, Romeo Echo. No, not since you mentioned last time. I would like to touch again with either Anne Hathaway, Shakespeare's, or the 68-inch tall current Anne Hathaway. Before Roger Ham Enthusiast, return to net.
All righty, thank you, Roger. Have yourself a good day. Let's jump down to K2AP Joe in East Islip, New York. Good morning, Joe.
Good morning, Al. Good morning, Vicky, and everybody in the Brew Crew. The only one I ever met was I met Rob Reiner one time in a business meeting. So the answer is yes, I did meet one celebrity. 59 degrees in East Islip today. Have a great morning, everyone. This is Kate. Back to net.
All righty, thank you, Joe. Have a wonderful day. Let's go to KD2 IWN Tim in Hamburg, New York. Good morning, Tim.
Morning, Al, Vicky, and everybody on the crew this morning. Good to hear everybody. Interesting topic. Very surprised at how many people have met celebrities. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, let's see. I played back in the 90s. I played darts with Daryl Kelly of the Buffalo Bills, the original 90s dominating Buffalo Bills. He held his, at that time, a 2-year-old baby in his hand while beating me and my partner at darts. I met Jim Kelly, and then as far as rock musicians, I met and met Stephen Stills and Graham Nash with Crosby, Stills and Nash. David Crosby was just too wiped out to take autographs, so that's the length of my celebrities. So have a great day. 73 KD2IWS.
All righty, thank you, Tim. Have a wonderful day. Let's go to KB0GUF John in South St. Paul, Minnesota. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. And through my involvement with Make-A-Wish, I have met many celebrities and many fine names amongst them. KB2UF, thanks for having me. Back to net.
All righty, thank you, John. Have a great. Let's go to KR4 KBE James in Kissimmee, Florida. Good morning, James.
Good morning, Al. Thank you for having me on the net. KR4 KVE. I've met a lot of movie stars in Washington, D.C., where I served law enforcement for 30 years. But my favorite movie star that I met was John Ratzenberger, a.k.a. Cliff Calvin from Cheers. And really, I talked to him at length, and what a really nice guy. Really down to earth, really friendly. But that was my favorite one. Anyway, back to you, Net. This is Kilo Romeo 4, Kilo Victor Echo.
All righty, thank you, James. I see you're new to the system. If you are new to the East Coast Reflector system, we invite you to check out EastCoastReflector.com for a wealth of information, including the East Coast Reflector magazine, something Vicky and Dick put together, work hard on. It's probably one of the better publications in the ham radio community. And if you have a valid email in QRZ, you'll receive a welcome letter from the team. Have a great day, James. Thanks for checking. Be a stranger. Next up, the godfather of the East Coast Reflector, our own celebrity, WB2JPQ. Good morning, Dick.
Well, good morning, Al. Yes, I have met several celebrities, so you can put me down for yes. I might be the godfather here, Al, but I'll tell you, that young lady that's today and working with you, she's our celebrity. She's there. She's involved in everything that we do here on ECR. So she's my celebrity. Miss Vicky. Back to you. This is WB2JPQ.
Yes, sir. She's the glue that holds it all together. I can tell you that. Thanks, Dick. Have a great day, sir. Looks like we got K4ITA Leo from Fort Lauderdale and WA8CLG Doug from Homosassa checking in via text. Let's get some more check-ins. This is Al, KABAC, along with Vicky, KABKY, texting for me and making me walk the straight and narrow here. Coming to call signs twice and slowly.
MPE, November 3, Mike Papa Echo.
Whiskey Bravo 5, India Tango Tango, WB5ITT Mobile.
W2, KJV. Hello, Charlie 5, Charlie Papa Oscar Mobile.
November
Kilo 4,
Delta
India Yankee.
November 3,
Kilo
Tango
4, Delta India Yankee.
Whiskey Delta 8. Papa India Charlie. Whiskey Delta 8. Papa India Charlie.
Kilo Romeo, November Bravo 9 Delta, India Mike Whiskey Mobile.
KF8, KF8, Detroit City.
1 WEB.
Kilo 4, Delta India Yankee. Kilo 4, Delta India Yankee.
Whiskey 1, Sierra Sierra. Whiskey 1, Sierra Sierra. In and out.
Charlie
Kilo 9 Delta 2, Uniform Golf, Quebec. KD2, UGQ, Mike Shirley.
Alrighty, we'll hold it up right there, because that was rather quite a train wreck. That last station checking in, what was was it UGQ or UCQ?
Uniform Golf, Quebec, UGQ.
Alright, KC2, UGQ, Ryan in Ithaca, New York. QSL? Sorry, Mike and Shirley.
Mike and Shirley on mobile.
Alrighty. We got you, Mike. We also had W1SS Michael in Deerfield Beach, Florida. He was in and out. Thanks for checking in. We had 87MR Terry in Harrisburg, Oregon. We got KK4 DIY Gene in Homosassa, Florida. NB9D Neil in Bedford, New Hampshire. N1WEB Webb in Collierville, Tennessee. Got WD8 PIC Bob in Sylvania, Ohio. We got N3LTH Jim in Greensburg, Pennsylvania. N5 OZG Joe in Metairie, Louisiana, Met area. I don't know. I never can say that town. I'll learn it eventually, guys. KC5 CPO Dave in Burleson, Texas. W2KJB, one of our team members, Tony in Homosassa, Florida. WB5ITT Chris in Beaumont, Texas. N3MPE Sam in Pflugerville, Texas. We had Detroit City guy, KF8 DRC Jack in Rochester, Michigan. And then there was one call sign that we got part of. It sounded like KE2, possibly EOS. If that's close, come back with your call sign twice and slowly.
That's right, KE2DOS. KE2DOS.
All right, Vincent in Antwerp. Now, I know we missed a few, so if you tried to get in just now and we probably ran over the top of you, come back with your call sign twice and slowly. Space it out, guys. We'll try to get you back in there. All right, well, maybe we did get everybody. That's fine, too. We also had checking in via text, My partner in crime on Tuesdays, Scott, in 7FGP in Jamestown, New York, and KR4C Bill in the Villages, Florida. Let's mobile station. Reminder, question of the day, have you ever been a celebrity? Let's go to Mike in Shirley, New York, KD2UGQ. Good morning, Mike.
To you guys taking care of the net there, Vicky, and all of you do a wonderful job. I personally have never met any celebrities, but my father, when I was a kid, worked for this very kind of fancy restaurant, and he met people like Sam. My mother met, I can't remember what the actress's name was, but she always said, wow, she has wide hips and stuff. And that was in the Humphrey Bogart days. And that's about all there is. KD2, UGQ, back to net control. Everybody have a wonderful day. 73s. I'm at my location, so I'll be gone.
All righty, thank you, sir. Have a great day, Mike. Let's jump up to the top. Go to WAHCLG, Doug in Homosassa, Florida. Good morning, Doug.
This is WAHCLG. Good morning, everybody. And my answer is yes. I had a chance to meet John Bogle, who is the CEO of the Vanguard Mutual Fund Group. This was many years ago. I signed up for a question and answer seminar at a financial deal, and in walked John Bogle, and he spent about an hour with 6 of us. We could ask him anything we wanted for financial deals. That's my story. Everybody have a good one. Good morning, Tony. Back to you, Al.
All righty, thank Doug. Have a great day. Next up, K4ITA, Leo in Fort Lauderdale. Good morning, Leo.
Morning. Good morning, Al. Good morning, Vicky. Thank you for the magazine, Vicky. Good morning from the beautiful Fort Lauderdale. It's 80 degrees, beautiful weather. We have just a carpet of seaweed. Sorry for the tourists. My answer is, well, yes. When I was young, I was doing a lot of soccer. We call it football in Europe. And I met a lot of the world soccer player in Italy. They were pretty famous. It was 1982. Nobody knows them here, but in Italy they were pretty famous. Everybody, great day. K4ITA.
All righty, thank you, Leo. Have a great day. Next up, our Detroit Rock City guy, KF8C. Good morning, Jack.
Good morning, Al. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Yes, I met a few of them. We used to go to Tennessee and Upperland. They used to come there. Even the Playboy, they used to come there. When I had my own business, install and satellite business. That's all I have for you. Have a good day. I met about 4 or 5 of them.
All right, thank you, Jack. Have a wonderful day, sir. Let's go to KE2DOS, Vincent in Antwerp, New York. Good morning, Vincent.
This is KE2DOS, Vincent. Yes, I met the singer. He was at signing the autograph table, and he explained to me that the bodyguards that are around him used to be his co-workers. They used to work in the New York City Police Department in one of the precincts. So, yes, I've met Eddie Money. Back to you.
All righty, thank you, Vincent. Have a great day. Next up, N3 MPE Sam in Pflugerville, Texas. Good morning, Sam.
Good morning, Alan. Good morning, Vicky, and the rest of the Brew Crew, wherever you are in the United States. Yes, I got to meet, I'm almost ashamed to say this because it sounds funny, but I got to meet Kathy Carver, and she played Sissy on Family Affair with Keith, I can't think of his last name, Sebastian Cobbett. Anyway, you know, she's still alive, and I'll still keep up with her. But it was just an interesting time. And I got movie stars in my family, there, and Gwyneth Paltrow. And anyway, I never met them. They wouldn't even give them the time of day. I got a cold, as you can tell. This is NCMPE, Pflugerville, Texas. So, God bless.
All right, thanks, Sam. Have a great day. How about WB5ITT? Good morning, Chris.
Good morning, sir, and to the rest of the morning brew from WB5ITT, mobile in Beaumont, Texas. It's overcast, and we're expecting rain today. Well, we could use some down here. I know the car could use a bath. Oh, geez, I've met so many celebrities, it's hard to count how many. First one I ever really met, I was working at a radio station here in Baltimore back in the 70s, and Walt Garrison of the Dallas Cowboys walks in the front door for an interview, and I was just jaw-struck, and got talking with him a little bit. I've met several of the other Cowboys. I've met several astronauts who are hams, Bob Hope, Bum Phillips, Jimmy Dean, Stevie Nicks. Later in my broadcast years in Dallas, had remote from the Mandalay Bay, and met a lot of celebrities there. Kicked off Barry Woods, a.k.a. Greg Brady, the disc jockey that was with me. Cindy Skull was laughing at. We had a technical problem, couldn't connect on the ISD inline back to Dallas, and Barry sat down, put the headphones on, and Cindy looked at him and said, we're not connected, and he let out a couple of expletives and walked off, and Cindy was laughing, saying, we just kicked off Greg Brady. It's been a fun ride. I think also met Bob Kingsley of American Country Countdown, worked with him at ABC in Dallas. Paul Harvey, just lots of them. I think the most memorable was meeting astronaut Alan Shepard at a golf tournament down here in the 80s, and I just bought a portable VC with a camera, and I was swinging around taking pictures. He was turning the golf cart around. He pointed at me and yelled, hey, and I got, flustered. I was just about 18, 19. I was a little scared, and I turned the thing off, and he said, hey, I just bought one of those. What do you... I walked over to him and talked for another hour about the camera, the VCR, his space flights, the trip to the moon. I wish I would have left the camera on and recorded the whole thing, but no, dummy didn't. Anyhow, hope everybody's having a good hump day. WB5ITT, back to that.
All right, thanks, Chris. Have a great day. Next up, one of our team members here, W2KJV, Tony in Homosassa. Good morning, Tony.
So good morning, everyone on the Morning Brew. Tony here. Yeah, I met a few. Let's see, Sammy Hagar. I used to work at the Fisherman's Wharf in California, San Francisco. Met him there. And then when he played at the Buffalo War Memorial Auditorium, met up with him there. It was a group called Montrose. I met up with Sammy and Ronnie Montrose. They opened for Humble Pie. We got invited to a party afterwards. Also met Scotty Bowman, a few of the other Sabres, Buffalo Sabres. Back to you, Net Control. This is W2KJB, and hello to my friend Doug.
All right, thank you, Tony. Get on your bad motor scooter and ride. Oh, Montrose was great. All right, KC5, CPO Dave in Burleson, Texas. Good morning.
Well, good morning, Brew Crew. I'll try to be brief. I used to work in audiovisual at a convention hotel, and one of the most memorable people I've met, I met the Dick, got to mic them up before they were famous. That was fun. And I met Gordon Jump, ARP fame. He was the big guy, and shook his hand and looking back, I should have said, I'm kicking myself or not, I should have said, as God is the witness, I thought turkeys could fly. That's my answer, 7-3, KC5 PM.
All righty, thanks. Have a great day, Dave. Let's go to N5OZG, Joe in Louisiana. Good morning.
Control, the number one in it, N5OZG. Yes, we met Jen John, Chips, Larry Wilcox, and Eric Estrada about 5 years ago. N5OZG Mobile.
All righty, thanks, sir. Have a great day, Joe. Next up in 3, H. Jim in Greensburg, Pennsylvania. Good morning, Jim.
Good morning, Al, and good morning, Vicki, and everyone on the net. Yeah, I met a few of them a long time ago for most of them. I met Merv Griffin in his resort's casino. We were having dinner, and he'd come in, and he went around and talked to everybody. And he actually spent time talking to people. I was on the field on a and gosh, that was in 1983, I believe. That was how long ago. But he was, when the show ended, he went and stood by the door and greeted everybody as they left. He wanted to know your name and where you were from. I thought that showed a little bit of class. And I met Bruno San Martino. And who else? Wayne. He was an author, wrote a lot of books. That's about it. Thanks for letting me in. Everybody have a great day, 73s.
All right, thank you, Jim. Have a great. Next up, WD8PIC. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning. Yeah, Jeff and Sherry Easter. I met both of them, and I would love to meet Bill Mack, but of course, I won't. And there's lots of others. I've always been big into broadcasting. Have a great day, everybody. Have a great day, and thanks a lot for doing the net, guys. WD8PIC back to net control.
All right, thank you, Bob. Have a great day. How about Webb? N1WEB. Good morning, Webb.
Thank you, Al and Vicki. Somebody was keying up there. It took me a second here. Put me down. I've never really met a celebrity. But last week I did have an interesting encounter. I was for a technician license, and I tested an astronaut's wife. She was the wife of a shuttle astronaut, so that was real interesting. N1WEB.
All righty, thank you, Webb. Have a great day. That is interesting. How about MB9D, Neil in Bedford, New Hampshire? Good morning.
Good morning, everyone on the brew. This is November Bravo 9 Delta, New Hampshire. And, I met the guy from the YouTuber Hamco 2.0.
Well, we lost you a little bit at the end there, but yeah, we got you as a yes. Next up, KK4 DIY Gene in Homosassa. Good morning.
Good morning, KK for DIY, and the answer is yes. On the Millennium, the January 1, 2000, we met Alan Alda and his family in Key West. We were just there on vacation, and a few years later, again in Key West, about 5 years ago, we ran into Brian Kilmeade and met him. So the answer is yes. KK4 DIY 73.
All right, thanks, sir. Have a great day. Let's jump down to Terry in Harrisburg, Oregon, AE7MR. Good morning.
Mike Romeo here. The answer would be yes. I had Bobby V in the EM Club in Erlangen, Germany while I was stationed there. My father knows Willie Nelson when he lived in the middle of East, south of the Bird's Eye where I was born and raised there. That's where Willie lost his ranch to that investment gentleman that did some bad things with his finances. And probably brushed hand. I've been all over the western United States. I've brushed elbows with somebody. You never. We got people living in eastern Oregon that are celebrities and so forth. This is South Africa, Mike Romeo. Thank you for calling me. And this is back from net control from Eugene, Springfield, Oregon. Outback with Mike Romeo.
All right, thank you, sir. Have a great day. Let's jump down to KR4 CKC. Bill in the Villages, Florida. Good morning, Bill.
Beautiful day here, as always, in the Villages. Looking at 77 degrees and it's sunny. Being a charter pilot, I've had the ability, or I've had a chance to fly several celebrities. One that really comes to mind is a time we flew Chuck Norris and his family. Picked up Chuck and his family and his wife's small town up in the mountains in California, and flew them on to College Station, Texas. Lovely guy. Loved Chuck. His family was very nice. His wife had served us what catering they had in the back for the trip. She brought up to the cockpit and took care of us. Lovely people. Wish they could fly Chuck again. KR4 CKC. You all have a great day.
All right, thank you, Bill. Yep, my sister was actually friends with Chuck Norris. Kind of weird. An FGP, Scott in Jamestown. Good morning, buddy.
Good morning, Al, and everybody out there on the net today. You know, when I was working back in the TV back in the 80s, met quite a few celebrities. Been surprised. Let's see, Steve Allen, Willard Scott, a bunch of different ones. So, yep, I have. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Scott. One of our team members here, my partner in crime on Tuesdays. Let's go to Chuck. 2EM. Good morning, Chuck.
Do a bunch over the years. Met Alice Cooper before he was famous. Cat of the Goo Goo Dolls grew up about a mile from me. Talked to Corey Wells from Three Dog Night, and remember Squad 51. Russell Mantuz. I had a nice talk with him one day. He's quite a guy. Anyway, back to net. W2EM.
All right, thank you, Chuck. Have a great day, sir. How about W7JED Jed in Milwaukee, Oregon? Good morning.
Morning. I've worked at a hotel in downtown Portland, and we had a lot of different performers and things come through town, and we had celebrities filming movies and things of that nature. So, I met quite a few. Back to net control.
All right, thank you. Have a great day. And wrapping it up, put a bow on it, we got WB1DXN Daryl in Concord, New Hampshire. Good morning, Daryl.
Good morning, Vicki and Alan and the rest of the morning crew. Well, this is 2 days in a row I get the ribbon, and I got plenty of ribbons from before, too. We got to share it with somebody else at some point. Anyway, I don't know. I'll let you be decide on this one here. One time I was down in Florida. My son was on fighting fires in the area, and they were stationed at Kennedy Space Center. And we went out to eat, and there was Buzz Aldrin, and he has Fields Court, what I call court. And then after our dinner, then I came up after and took a picture, asked if I could get a picture of him. And I guess that's the closest I came to, a celebrity. And when I went to take the picture, he had in some kind of a folder or whatever, and he folded it right up so that I couldn't see what was going on in there, but it was too dark, and my picture isn't that great. Anyway, that's my story, and I'm going to stick to it. Everybody keep safe. Always be aware of your surroundings. Situational awareness. WP1DXN.
All right, thank you, Daryl. And with that, we're going to wrap up another edition of the Morning Brew. On behalf of Bill, N2BH, Vicky, K8BKY, this is Al, K8BAC. We'd like to thank each and every one of you for checking in this morning. And we now return the East Coast Reflector to normal amateur radio use. 73, everybody.
My phone number is 444-450. Have a great radio today. 87 North Island Security.
Golf, Uniform Yankee. Sorry, they just missed the net. Maybe I'll have to try again tomorrow.
Brother, how you been doing?
Good morning. So much, man. Hey, how does this, I was going to ask for a radio check. I'm going to see if I can get one from you. Just got this new Kenwood shoulder mic to go on this HT I got. How does it sound? Doesn't sound too low or anything, does it?
Pretty good. Sounds pretty good. You're solid now, but for a couple of seconds you were fading in and out, but you're okay. So you said that was a Kenwood mic you bought, or a Kenwood radio?
Well, a Bowfang I had, or have, and it's the two-pin connector, the Kenwood two-pin connector to the radio, so I figured, what the heck, I'm going to spend a little bit of money. It wasn't too bad. It was only like $50 or so, if that, for the shoulder mic.
Sounds good. Yeah, that's nothing with the money you make, man. That's just pennies. Shit. All the money you make over there? Shit. So how's the wife? She's okay? Is she working or just hanging around the house?
Negative. Just around the house and everything like that, you know. But we don't actually quite need that second income anymore right now. But it's a good deal. It's not bad though. Hey, I was listening to the net, man, and I wish I would have been able to get it in on the question, answer the question, because where I used to work, man, it's like, dude, in my lifetime, in my career and everything, I've met a bunch of celebrities.
Yeah. Oh, well. I told him I met Eric Estrada and Larry Whipfox, John and Potts from Chips, and that was about 5 years ago, maybe 5 or 6 years ago. Boy, they sure age a lot. We're in California, and they were doing a fundraiser, and I'd love to go meet them. And we went to meet them. Really nice. They all nice. Most Malibu.
while back. About what became of them all or whatever in the show. I used to love watching that show when I was a kid.
It's funny you say that. I saw a clip of it. It was like a special movie, you know. But it was just, I only saw like 5 minutes of it. I never did see though. I didn't know they made a movie out of that.
It was like around 2000 or something like that. In late 90s or early 2000s, I remember. I didn't see the whole thing, but I remember that Ponch, I think, remained a patrolman. He didn't make any rank or nothing. But I think John became like the troop commander or the captain of the station, and Sergeant Contreras, I think, was the overall head of the CHP, I believe. I think that's how it went.
What I saw, the clip I saw was, you're right, I think John was the captain, and remember Grossman? He was a detective in the movie. And it was only like a 5-minute thing I saw, but yeah, Grossman was a detective. I think there was a couple of other people that were in there, you know, the black guy that I saw. I wouldn't mind, maybe I should try to find that movie.
And online somewhere. Go. We used to have different movie details. Might have. The action guy. He was honorary deputy in JP. What's his face? I can't think. You know what I'm talking about.
I know you're talking about JP. That guy, long black hair. He's actually, I think he was a reserve. Lawman, was it? Lawman or something?
I'm not sure it was actual rank or if it was like honorary major. And for the life of me, I can't think of his darn name. My goodness, he played in, I can picture him in my head and everything, I just can't remember his name.
Then they run on the show because supposedly he had some claims, sexual harassment or something. And that's the same guy. Him and John Fontanello, because he used to work with John Fontanello, you know, on the show and the TV series. And man, I remember one series, man, he got him straight. He was trying to tell John what to do, how to do that. No. You got it wrong. I you what to do.
Colonel Fortunato, yeah. He wouldn't have done that. He said, I don't care who you are, Mr. Hollywood or not. I remember that.
Now, what was his name? What was that dude's name? I thought it was Lawman. Wasn't it the movie the series Lawman or something?
But the actor worked with Wesley Snipes, and he worked with John Claude Van Damme and Chuck Norris, one of them guys. And what was that dude's name? He played in what you call it? The Men in Black. Was that lead next to Will Smith? That guy.
I vaguely remember. I thought they made a couple of movies, Men in Black, a couple of series. Wasn't there a couple of movies they made of Men in Black?
5 of them. Tommy Lee Jones, that's his name.
Look, I don't want to tighten up the contents or well, whatever you call it, reflector, but good to hear you, man. I'll talk to you later. And 5 Butchers.
To catch you, OZG. KJ5 Golf Uniform Yankee.
Hey guys, just because the official net is over, you guys can continue to carry on and talk about some of the celebrities you met. They all want people to use the East Coast Reflector and talk to one another. So carry on. This is KQ4 YYN Joe around Atlanta, Georgia this morning.
Kilo Juliet 5 Golf Uniform Yankee back on frequency. Standing by.
N5RTC, N5RTC, this is 82IZ. Nothing heard from N5RTC, 82IZ, clear.
N2 ISH KQ4 YYN. This is KQ4YYN, and I know I have good audio. I have a technical question if anybody wants to answer. Kind of a technical question. I want to know about the M1KE, otherwise known as the mic. How do you like it? What's good about it? What's bad about it? What would you do different? It's KQ4YYN.